Warning. Dear elders, what if the one fruit you thought was saving your heart is actually putting it at risk? Yes, even a superfood like avocado can quietly turn dangerous, especially after the age of 65. As a doctor, I have seen well-meaning seniors from Delhi to Dallas end up in hospital beds not because of junk food, but because they made one small mistake while eating something they believed was healthy. It's not your fault no one told you these truths. But the body changes after 60. And what was safe before may not be safe now. Today, I will show you 6 hidden avocado habits that can harm your heart, damage your liver, and even interfere with your medicines if you're not careful. These are not scare tactics. They're medically documented and you deserve to know them. But before we begin, may I ask you something? Where are you watching this from? And what time is it right now? Please let me know in the comments. I truly read each one. And if you care about your health and peace of mind, hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss the simple tips that could change your life after 65. Mistake number 1. Cooking avocados at high heat. Don't destroy what makes them healthy. Dear elder, we often hear that avocado is a superfood good for the heart, good for digestion, good for aging bodies. But here's something many people don't realize. If you cook avocados at high heat, you may be removing the very goodness you were hoping to get. You see, avocados are rich in a beautiful type of fat called oleic acid, the same that makes olive oil so famous for heart health. But these monounsaturated fats are delicate. Once the heat crosses 133 degrees Celsius, they begin to break down, and that's where the danger begins. Instead of supporting your body, the broken down fats can form aldehydes and acrylamide, toxic compounds that may damage cells and raise your cancer risk. These changes happen silently inside your kitchen while you fry or stir fry those soft green slices. And by the time they reach your plate, almost 90% of vitamin C, vitamin B6, and folate are already gone. So the very vitamins that help your nerves stay sharp, your digestion work smoothly, and your body fight fatigue are simply cooked away. Now, I know in many Indian homes, we love warm food. A slice of toast with mashed avocado, or maybe even adding avocado to hot sabzi or soup feels comforting. But we must understand, heat turns this creamy fruit bitter, stringy, and stripped of nutrition. And for someone over 60 who needs every drop of support from food, that mistake can slowly weaken the body without warning. Let me share a small story. Auntie Pushpa from Vadodara used to grill avocado on her roti pan, thinking it would soften better that way. She did it every evening for 2 weeks. But soon, she started feeling more bloated, her energy dipped, and her sugar levels felt harder to manage. When we talked, I simply asked her to try the same meal but add the avocado raw after her chapati cooled down. Within just 10 days, her energy felt stable again. And she said, "Doctor, I never imagined such a small timing change could make me feel lighter. You see, timing matters, heat matters, the way we treat food matters. If you want to enjoy avocados, let them stay cool and fresh. That's where their power truly lies. Slice them into a kachumber salad. Spread them gently on cooled bajra roti, or enjoy a spoonful with boiled chana and lime. But always, always add them after the heat is gone. If you're making soup, let it cool for 10 minutes before adding diced avocado on top. If you want to pair it with khichdi, stir it in once the steam has settled and the dish feels warm, not hot." Think of it like adding curd. Just like we never mix curd into boiling dal, we must respect avocado's gentle nature too. And if you're ever unsure, just remember this. Avocados don't like heat. They thrive in peace, just like you. So treat them gently. Let them nourish your heart, your nerves, your memory without turning against your body. Your age has given you wisdom. Now, let's match it with the wisdom of food. A small change made today can bring your body quiet strength tomorrow. Mistake number 2. Eating the avocado seed. The hidden danger behind a trendy idea. Dear elder, you may have seen it on WhatsApp groups or health videos online. People saying that the avocado seed is packed with antioxidants and should not be thrown away. They grind it into smoothies, bake it into cookies, or even chew pieces raw, believing it will heal inflammation and fight disease. It sounds convincing, especially when the internet says it's the secret part of the fruit that no one talks about. But today, let me tell you clearly, eating the avocado seed can do more harm than good, especially to older bodies. You see, the seed does contain some antioxidants, yes, but that's only half the truth. The full truth is the same seed also contains a natural toxin called persin, which in small amounts may not affect animals, but in humans, especially those above 60, can cause digestive trouble, irregular heartbeat, and even internal injury. And unfortunately, most of the antioxidants are locked inside tough fiber, which the body cannot absorb anyway. So what we are swallowing is not nutrition, it is risk in disguise. Let me share a story that truly shook me as a doctor. Ritu, a 26-year-old yoga instructor from Mumbai, read online that avocado seed powder is good for detox. She began blending half a seed into her morning smoothie every day for 3 weeks. At first, she felt bloated. Then came the sharp pain in her abdomen. One night, it became unbearable. She was rushed to the hospital, and after a scan, doctors found tiny tears in her intestine lining. She underwent emergency surgery. What caused it? The hard seed fragments hadn't broken down, they had scraped and punctured her digestive tract from inside. Now, imagine if this happened to a young healthy person, what would happen to a senior with a slower gut and weaker immunity? Our digestive systems after 60 become more delicate. Peristalsis slows down. Gut lining becomes thinner. Recovery takes longer. So anything sharp, hard, or toxic, even in small amounts, becomes more dangerous than we think. In fact, the California Poison Control Center reported a 400% rise in cases related to avocado seed consumption from 2019 to 2023. Symptoms ranged from severe constipation to cyanide-like poisoning, chest pain, and arrhythmia, all triggered by something people thought was healthy. And let's not forget avocado seeds, like apple seeds, contain compounds that may turn into cyanide inside the body in certain conditions. Do we really want to take that chance? Also, the seed is extremely hard. Most home blenders are not designed to grind it safely. You risk damaging your machine or swallowing large chunks without realizing it. Some influencers even suggest baking the seed or microwaving it to soften, but that does not remove the toxins. It only gives false confidence. So here is my gentle advice to you. Do not eat the seed. Let it go. Your body does not need it. Your plants might. You can dry the seed, crush it, and compost it to enrich your garden soil. Or carve it into a small dia holder or paint it with your grandchildren as a weekend project. There are beautiful ways to reuse it, just not inside your body. You have spent your whole life feeding your family with care and wisdom. Now it's time to feed yourself with that same love. Trust the part of the avocado that nature made soft, nourishing, and gentle. And leave the hard, bitter part behind, just like we leave behind heavy burdens from our younger days. Your health is not just about adding more, it's about choosing wisely what to keep and what to leave out. And that simple choice can bring your body more peace than any superfood trend ever will. Mistake number 3. Eating avocado with a latex allergy. The hidden link. Most people miss. Dear elder, you may have enjoyed avocados in your salad or spread on toast, thinking it is soft, harmless, and good for your heart. But what if I told you that for some people, especially those with a history of latex allergy, this innocent fruit can turn dangerous? Yes, it's called latex fruit syndrome, and it's something every senior citizen in India needs to be aware of. The proteins found in natural rubber latex, like the kind used in hospital gloves or balloon rubber, are structurally similar to the proteins found in certain fruits, including avocados, bananas, papayas, and even kiwi. That means if your immune system has ever reacted to latex even mildly, it may also mistake these fruits as harmful. Your body gets confused, launches an allergic response, and the result can range from mild itching to full-blown anaphylactic shock. You might ask, but I've only had mild allergy to latex. What's the risk with fruit? Let me tell you a real story, one that stays with me to this day. A nurse in her 30s working in a Delhi hospital had a known sensitivity to latex gloves. Her hands would get slightly itchy after long surgeries, but nothing severe. One evening, while dining at a restaurant with friends, she ordered guacamole, a dish made with mashed avocado. Within minutes, she felt a strange tightness in her throat. Her lips swelled, her breathing became rapid, and her blood pressure dropped dangerously low. She collapsed at the table and had to be rushed to emergency care. Only a timely epinephrine injection saved her life. What triggered this life-threatening event? Not medicine, not bacteria, but the avocado. The same protein similarity that exists between latex and fruit was enough to trick her immune system. And because most restaurants don't list avocado as a potential allergen, she never saw it coming. In India, where awareness about food-based allergic reactions is still growing, such cases are becoming more common. So what are the signs to look out for if you might be at risk? Itching in the mouth or throat, swelling of lips or eyelids, difficulty breathing, dizziness, or sudden drop in blood pressure. Even if these symptoms feel mild, please take them seriously, especially if they happen within minutes of eating. Because the second reaction could be stronger, faster, and far more dangerous. If you've ever had a reaction to latex, whether from gloves, medical tapes, or balloons, I urge you, please speak with your doctor. A simple skin prick test or specific IgE blood test can confirm whether you are at risk of reacting to avocado or similar fruits. And if you are, the safest approach is total avoidance, not just raw avocado, but also oil sauces, dressings, and even baked items containing avocado. Also, if you dine out often or travel, consider keeping an epinephrine auto-injector in your bag. It is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of wisdom and preparation. And always ask your server if the food contains avocado, even if it doesn't look like it. In today's world, avocado is added to smoothies, desserts, dips, and health bowls, sometimes without being named on the menu. You may have never had a reaction before. But with age, your body's tolerance changes, and one small oversight can lead to big consequences. I say this not to scare you, but to empower you, because you still have full control over your choices. Avoiding one fruit does not take away from your health. In fact, it protects it, so your heart, lungs, and brain can stay strong for the years to come. Your wisdom, your calmness, and your ability to adapt, these are your real superfoods. Let us not be misled by trends. Let us stay rooted in knowledge and compassion. And if today's message helped even a little, please share it with someone you care about. Because one small awareness can save a life, maybe even yours. Mistake the nefarious using unripe avocados in smoothies. The silent trouble for your digestive system. Dear elder smoothies have become a popular health habit even in many Indian homes these days. A ripe avocado blended with milk or curd seems like a soft, creamy, heart-friendly breakfast. But if the avocado you use is not fully ripe, this healthy habit could silently upset your digestion, especially as you grow older. You see, unripe avocados contain high levels of persin, a natural plant compound meant to protect the fruit from fungus, but not meant for your stomach. In fact, a 2020 study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found something alarming. Unripe avocados contain over 3 times more persin than their ripe counterparts. Along with that, they also carry resistant starches and complex tannins, which are harder to break down, especially in people over 60 whose digestion has naturally slowed down. The result? Gas, bloating, discomfort, and sometimes even loose motions or days of poor appetite. Let me share with you the story of Mrs. Sunita, a 68-year-old from Mumbai. She started having avocado smoothies every morning after her son told her it was good for her cholesterol. But she didn't know how to pick ripe ones. The fruit felt firm, but she thought it was normal. Within a week, she started feeling full bloated and complained of stomach cramps after breakfast. It became so regular that she thought something was wrong with her digestion, maybe age, maybe liver, she wasn't sure. When we spoke, I asked just one question: was your avocado soft or hard before blending? She said, hard, but I thought that means it's fresh. We stopped the smoothie for 3 days, gave her easy khichdi and light vegetables. Her bloating reduced. Then I taught her how to test ripeness, and within a week of using soft, properly ripe avocado, she said, "Doctor, it feels like I have my stomach back." That's why, dear friend, knowing when an avocado is ready is more important than just buying it. A ripe avocado should feel gently soft when you press it with your fingers, not squishy, not rock hard. Look for skin that is slightly darkened and a little wrinkled near the top. The best trick: check the small brown nub where the stem used to be. If it pops off easily and reveals green underneath, it is ripe and ready. If it's brown inside, the fruit is overripe. If the nub doesn't come off at all, it needs more time. Now, what if you have already bought hard avocados and don't want to waste them? There is a very simple home method. Place them in a brown paper bag with a banana or an apple. These fruits naturally release ethylene gas, which speeds up ripening. Usually, the avocado will be ready in 2 to 3 days, soft and perfect for your smoothie or sandwich. But here is one final warning: never microwave or bake an unripe avocado to cheat the ripening process. Yes, it will feel softer, but the percent content stays the same, and your digestion may still suffer. Microwaving may soften the outside, but inside the fruit remains immature, and your stomach will know the truth. You see, your gut at this age is like a wise but sensitive friend. It responds to food with love, but also reacts to anything harsh or unnatural. If you feed it gently, it rewards you with strength, calmness, and a light feeling throughout the day. So next time you buy avocados, remember, don't rush. Let nature do her work, because the fruit may look ready on the outside, but your stomach always knows what's truly ripe. And just like you, it deserves only the best at the right time. Mistake number 5. Eating avocado while taking blood thinners. A risk hidden in every bite. Dear elder, if you are taking blood thinners like warfarin, please listen carefully. This one habit may silently interfere with your medicine. Avocados, while rich in heart-healthy fats, also contain a fair amount of vitamin K, a nutrient that helps your blood clot. That may sound like a good thing, but when you're on medication meant to slow clotting, extra vitamin K can confuse the balance. Your dose of warfarin is carefully adjusted based on your regular diet, especially your usual intake of vitamin K. Now imagine this for years: your INR levels, which measure how thin your blood is, stay stable. Then you suddenly start eating half an avocado every day thinking it's good for your heart. Without warning, your INR may drop. Your blood may become too thick even though you're still taking the same medicine. That's exactly what happened to one of my patients, a 68-year-old gentleman from Surat. He had been stable on warfarin for nearly 3 years after a heart valve surgery. But after adding avocado to his lunch daily, he felt dizzy one morning and had trouble speaking clearly. It was a minor stroke, and when we checked his reports, his INR had fallen dangerously low. He was shocked. "Doctor, I thought I was eating healthy," he said. And truly, he was trying his best. So, here's what I want you to remember. It's not about avoiding avocado completely. You can still enjoy it, but do so consistently, the same amount at the same time of day. And always let your doctor know if your diet changes, especially with vitamin K-rich foods like bow spinach or broccoli. Even better, keep a small food diary for a few weeks. Write down what you eat, how much, and how you feel. It helps both you and your doctor. Because in your 60s and beyond, health is no longer just about what you eat. It's about how steadily you eat it. A little awareness, a little discipline, and you can enjoy avocado without putting your heart at risk. Mistake number 6. Storing avocados with the pit inside. A common myth that can invite harm. Dear elder, you may have often heard this advice at home. Leave the seed in the avocado. It keeps it fresh longer. It feels logical, looks natural, and has been passed down like a kitchen tradition in many Indian households. But the truth is, keeping the pit inside only protects a tiny area, the exact spot it touches. The rest of the avocado surface is still fully exposed to air and continues to brown just as quickly. Now, you may say, "But doctor, a little browning doesn't harm anyone, right?" That's true if eaten quickly. But the real concern begins when we keep that cut avocado in the fridge for too long. After 48 hours, especially if not stored properly, the surface can grow harmful bacteria, one of which is called Listeria monocytogenes, known to cause a serious infection called listeriosis. While younger people may recover easily, seniors with weaker immunity are more at risk. Symptoms can include fever, body pain, confusion, and in rare cases, it can even become life-threatening. I once met a retired teacher in Chennai who felt weak and feverish for days after eating leftover avocado with toast. She had saved the fruit with the pit inside for 3 days, thinking it would stay safe, but it had quietly turned unsafe. So what's the right way to store a cut avocado if you only eat half? It's quite simple and only takes a minute. First, rub the exposed surface gently with fresh lemon or lime juice. This reduces oxidation, slows the browning, and adds a mild flavor too. Next, wrap it tightly in cling film or place it in an airtight glass container. Always store it in the fridge and try to consume it within 24 to 36 hours, not longer. And here's one bonus tip. If you want to avoid waste, you can mash the leftover half with lemon and a pinch of salt and store it like a small guacamole spread for the next day. It stays safer that way and can be enjoyed on toast or with chapati. Because in your 60s and beyond, your stomach and immune system deserve the same care you once gave to your children. Don't let a harmless-looking seed give you a false sense of safety. A small change in how you store food can protect your health in a big way. Dear Elder, we've talked a lot about avocado today, a fruit that's praised by doctors, chefs, and health experts across the world. And it's true, avocado is a superfood when used the right way, in the right form, and at the right time. Its healthy fats, vitamins, and creamy texture can support your heart, your digestion, and even your memory. But after the age of 60, the body becomes more sensitive, not weaker, just wiser. Sometimes a food that worked well in your 40s may need a gentler approach today. Just one small mistake, like eating it unripe, cooking it too hot, or combining it with the wrong medicine, can disturb the balance. But the good news is that balance can be restored. Your heart, your stomach, your energy, they're all still listening to you. And they respond beautifully when you listen back. So let me ask you this. Have you ever made one of these common avocado mistakes without realizing it? Maybe saving the seed in the fridge, or using it in a hot sabzi, or skipping that conversation with your doctor. If yes, don't feel guilty. You were doing your best with the knowledge you had at the time. But now that you know more, you can do better. If today's video opened your eyes even a little, I invite you to type the word hope in the comments below. Hope, that beautiful word, means you are ready to care for yourself gently, patiently, one small change at a time. It tells others watching silently, I'm with you. Let's protect our bodies together. Because, dear friend, good health in old age doesn't come from big efforts or strict diets. It comes from small acts of attention, listening to your body, trusting your experience, and adjusting with wisdom. No rush, no shame, just awareness and love. And if you found value in this message, please share it with your loved ones, your brother, your neighbor, your daughter who cooks for you. One video shared with care might give someone else better sleep or a calmer heart. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so we can meet again week by week with more truths, more tips, and more gentle guidance made just for elders like you. Until then, stay peaceful, eat with joy, and always, always listen to your beautiful body. Namaste.